Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for a render FET and injective price prediction based on Elliott Wave analysis. We're gonna dive with the 4-hour, 1-hour, and 15-minute chart for each coin to see what we got today and what we might expect next. So basically, for a render, we're gonna start on the 4-hour chart here, where we might still be here in an ending diagonal, potentially for the bearish, meaning 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The wave 5 might still be unfolding toward the downside. As a potential, of course, A, B, and a C, we would like to see, of course, a 1-to-1 at $1 for a render. However, today we saw, of course, higher prices on the lower time frame here, where we saw an impulse and somehow, and not a complete impulse downward or something, of course, as a structural, impulsive structural, but I would say that this can be, of course, something corrective, since we are anyway in a 3 ways toward the upside here. Of course, as a potential A, B, and a C here, it can be very likely that we are in something as an expanding flat. And this expanding flat, of course, is definitely a wave 2 here, meaning something has to change regarding, of course, the new price that we saw right now and the corrective structure 3 ways that we got over here. That means, of course, I'm gonna switch, of course, to the bullish scenario here again, because of the signal. We didn't saw continuity toward the downside. This was supposed to continue, guys, to be bearish, while we push toward the upside, despite that we took a confirmation here for bear market. But this is, of course, the invalidation for a potential 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. But anyway, if this is a wave 4, the time is not good anymore for wave 2 as alternation, meaning we have to seek here for something different, of course, that is not a wave 4 anymore. I'm gonna dive a little bit and try to find here, in case we have a wave 5, which it can be the case scenario that I'm looking at, of course, before coming to this video. But basically, I want to do it, of course, with you guys to understand what happened. So what I have here is a potential. I know that it is 3 ways toward the upside here that we can see, but what we have very likely here is a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. 4 ways, 3, 4, and a 5. Finished over there, the impulse as a wave 1, and then A, B, and a C potentially, of course, finished, or W, X, and a Y, because of course we finished in the 3 waves here. That it might be, of course, very, very corrective, guys. So the idea is that I don't see, of course, any bearish scenario right now. And that because, of course, the 3-way structure first. Now, it can be something as a double 1, 2, but I doubt it, because you got already an impulse, meaning at least a zigzag is going to unfold, meaning you're going to take the high. When you take the high, you invalidate this 1, 2, therefore you invalidate the double 1, 2, meaning higher probability right now is to push toward the upside. That's why I'm switching to bullish. Of course, I start to get the full comments, oh, you was bearish, you were bearish, and now you are bullish. Yes, I am, because the probability is existing already. It was lower probability, now the probability is getting higher, despite it is in use or not. The invalidation for bearish is taken, and I have to shift, of course, to bullish. Want to stay bearish, you can stay bearish. I don't blame you, but don't blame me as well. This is what I have to do. When we switch to bullish in the market, then I have to tell you it is bullish. So we have a 1, 2 here, and a potential, of course, wave 3 can be finished. No, I doubt it. I believe that this is another 1, 2 for render here. And we are looking, of course, for something toward the upside. And that means, of course, 1, 2, 1, 2, and wave 3 might be unfolding. And yes, we might have a bottom here for the bear market, potentially, since Bitcoin also shows at the same time higher prices and very, very high possibility to push for higher as well from a wave 2 fib level, as we saw in the intraday. So that is also very, very likely. For render, I believe that, of course, we might push for a wave 3, 4, and a 5 toward the upside here, meaning, yeah, it's the probability for wave 4 is still there, but it is lower right now. Yeah, so the higher probability is for bullish, the lower probability is for the bearish. And that because, of course, we are looking at a momentum here pushing toward the upside. Internally, also, we have an impulse, which it might continue at least as a zigzag invalidation of 112, meaning of the last bearish possibility here potentially for this. Meaning by taking this high here, it is, of course, even higher probability that we turn bullish even. The probability gets higher. And you need to always understand that I work with probabilities here. So the percentage for bullish becomes even higher by invalidation of a total or the last bearish scenario, which is 112 taking the high here. Internally on the 15-minute chart, we are looking at a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 potentially here finished as, of course, an impulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for wave 5 can be even extension. Well, can be, guys, because if this extends, that is very, very bullish. Okay, that is very, very bullish. If we take the high here, definitely we are very bullish. And of course, if the things goes lower, you might be in a wave 2 and then pushing towards the upside because this is a finished wave 1 already. But there is a probability of an extension inside the wave 5, meaning rather than finishing wave 5 here, wave 5 becomes a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, becoming a higher wave 1, which is even much more bullish again. Yep, so this is regarding a render, guys. Of course, let's see what's gonna happen with the crypto market. I know you did not expect this, and this is what the market wants to, guys. But yeah, we are here to, of course, give the signal as soon as possible, guys. So we'll see what's gonna happen. Basically, with the FET on the 4-hour chart, also I doubt so much this expanding diagonal. As I mentioned before, it is the last option for a bearish, which is very rare case scenario. I don't have any other option, guys. So if we are in 112, that means FET is going to 0, which is, of course, the farthest possibility. This possibility for 112 is much more far from an expanding diagonal. I prefer, of course, having expanding diagonal, much more logic rather than thinking in 112. Yeah, so you will kill me if you do if I say this, right? So basically, I'm looking for higher, guys. Very simple. And the price is still holding for FET inside our red box. So yes, that is very, very bullish for me. I'm very convinced with it as bullish. I'm looking at this as a potential 1, 2, 3. Wave 4 unfolding as a triangle, as you can see currently. This triangle might be, of course, an ABCDE and can be finishing soon before we continue the push towards higher prices, guys. So I'm gonna eliminate those things here. I'm gonna keep the triangle. For the bearish, as I mentioned, the only probability that you have for a render, which is not convincing for me even, is an expanding diagonal. Well, it can happen, but very rare. And of course, to take it as an expanding diagonal, it is risky. It is much more risky than being bullish even. Yeah, so being bullish is less risky so much. The probability is much more higher, of course, for a wave 5 to unfold here for FET. Yep, so today also we saw on the 15-minute chart for FET here, we saw a push toward the upside as an impulse finished as well. We got here, I know it's a little bit annoying, you cannot see clearly the price, but definitely it's a finished impulse. You're getting here potential 1, 2 again, meaning the same as render is doing, an extension, or potentially, of course, A, B, and a C for a wave 2, and then pushing for higher again. So yeah, I would say the things are turning to be bullish there. In case we are in a triangle, even, by the way, it is in confluence with a wave E as well. So the wave 2 is in confluence with a wave E, meaning if you are in a W, X, and a Y, also has a probability 1, 2 pushing higher. In case A, B, C, D, and an E pushing higher. It's the same confluence here within this wave, and then we might see, of course, something really high. Let's move to INJECTIVE. For INJECTIVE, we are looking potentially at this diagonal as bearish, which it might be, of course, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. Ending diagonal. It's hard to say that this can be a wave 1, A, B, C, wave 2. It can be, but it's really hard. Knowing that this is definitely very corrective and is looking, of course, like a kind of like an expanding flat. which it can be a wave 1, 2 here, but yeah, it's somehow very hard to say it. However, you can be still even in a finished wave Y there. In case that this is the scenario here, a 1 ABC wave 2 and then another 1 2. Let's dive inside the 15-minute chart to read, of course, this impulse toward the upside. So basically, if you want to read this as a wave 1, 2, and you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, wave 3, okay, 4 and a 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Now, yes, it can be, of course, a 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and a 5. Definitely, it can be an impulse. And it was our wave C here potentially, but it can be now a wave 1, 2 as well. Especially that we are looking, of course, at higher prices again here. After 3 waves down, meaning you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave A, wave B, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 wave C. Finished A, B, and a C zigzag toward the downside, and of course a signal of strength, very impulsive, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. So very bullish, I would say so far, and especially if this impulse is going to get at least a zigzag, you're gonna take the high, invalidation of 1, 2, invalidation of double 1, 2. And that means, of course, we are left with only bullish scenario to unfold for higher prices, guys. In this case, of course, I'm gonna lay down also a wave 1, 2, and then 3, 4, 5 in case that this is going to happen. So we have no other option rather than taking this as a wave 1, A, B, and a C, and then wave 3 unfolding toward the upside for Injective, guys. That was it for Render, FET, and Injective. Before you leave, make sure to join our private Discord community. There you will get daily updates faster than YouTube, plus exclusive bonus trading signals for the gold, silver, Bitcoin, and stocks. You can also request one special technical analysis every day and get access even to our only members video on YouTube and also on Discord. And stay ahead, of course, with economic and political news that actually moves the market. And of course, we do regular Q&A sessions so you can get your questions answered directly in the Discord. And of course, if you're serious about leveling your trading, the Discord link is below in the description and in the comments. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments, and see you in the next one. Bye-bye.